Again, it was funny last week. We were talking with Eric Stryker. He had Buddy Hield in the room with him. That was kind of neat. We also were talking with Jeremy Cash from Duke last week, who he said he didn't have Brandon Ingram in the room with him, but he could get him in the room. Ingram would trump Hield, and Notre Dame obviously made a deep run into the NCAA tournament. I don't know that Sheldon Day can top any of those guys, though. We'll ask him now, the defensive tackle, the senior, who will be part of a very deep draft class at the defensive tackle position. He joins us now on the Sports Bash 97.3 ESPN. Just 17 days away. Sheldon, welcome aboard. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
We're doing real good. We're excited for the draft. I'm sure not as excited as you are. You're probably ready for this process to be over, I would imagine.
I would say so. It's been a long process and just can't wait to find my home.
Yeah, and you mentioned it's a long process. When do you kind of start this thing? I mean, you guys, you play your bowl game, and then right after that, is it like, every single day since then, have you really been getting focused for April 28th?
I would say so. I think I had the weekend off, and then I started training that next Monday. So it's been a grind since January.
Hey, I want to, you obviously Notre Dame, defensive tackle, that's a very deep position in this year's draft. I mean, a lot of people, we talked with Austin Johnson from Penn State earlier last week. A lot of people thought he might be a first-round pick, but there's so much depth in that class. Is that something that, is frustrating knowing that there's so many guys in that spot? I mean, maybe your draft stock has gone up or down because of the amount of talent at that position?
I would say it's frustrating. It's definitely good to be known with a great caliber of guys. We have a deep draft class this year, so it's definitely a blessing to be amongst those guys.
Yeah, now, so who are some of the, playing that position here, who are some of the guys that you've kind of watched throughout this process, when that you've talked to maybe at the Combine or some of the different events that you guys have gone to that make this class so good?
I definitely talked to AJ from Penn State, talked to guys like Adolphus Washington, Sheldon Rankins, just guys like those, and they seem to get it. They get the big picture, and they love working and grinding just like me.
All right. You have a unique situation, though. You're at Notre Dame, which is a very historic situation. What is your 4 years like there playing for the Irish? What were some of the things that being a Notre Dame football player has done to help you get ready for this day?
Yeah. It definitely helps you grow as a man. Coming in as a freshman, eyes big, eyes wide, you don't know what to expect, but the Notre Dame community and the Notre Dame football culture is something that's special to be a part of. And I just feel like it prepared me for the big moments like these. And it helped me play in front of big crowds and just know how to handle situations.
What is it like coming out of that tunnel at Notre Dame? I think we all saw the movie, but I don't know that it does justice for what it's like coming up those stairs and coming out on a Saturday in South Bend.
Yeah, it's definitely a surreal moment. You definitely get goosebumps just thinking about it, especially when you get right before the tunnel and all you hear is the band start playing. It's just like it sends chills down your spine. So it's definitely something you got to experience. And if there are any recruits out there, definitely make sure that you at least visit Notre Dame because it's such a special place.
Was that a place that you wanted to go to? I mean, was that something that you wanted to do coming out of high school?
So to be honest, I didn't even know where Notre Dame was. And I know it's crazy from being from Indiana, you don't know where it is, but I didn't. I grew up a Michigan fan, and every Saturday, me and my brothers would watch Michigan, and I was considered to be a Michigan man, but something about Notre Dame, it pulled me in.
Well, Sheldon Day is with us, defensive tackle. Now, where do you see yourself as an NFL player? At the tackle, do you think a 3-4, 4-3? What do you feel is the best fit for you?
Oh, man, to be honest, I think I could play almost anywhere. I showed a lot of versatility in college, and to move me around and just put me in the best position to make me succeed. So I think I could find a home pretty much anywhere.
You know, you got to play in a BCS National Championship game. You mentioned Notre Dame going through that tunnel there. Do you feel that your college experience might actually overshadow possibly your pro experience? Not too many guys get to play at the BCS National Championship game, and also, you have a pretty unique experience. I mean, is it going to be hard to recreate that Saturday energy that you had for your 4 years at Notre Dame?
I wouldn't say that at all. I feel like the guys in the locker room bring the energy, so I feel like I'm an energetic guy. So I always try to bring the energy and I feel like it's more the culture of the football locker room that brings the energy.
Yeah, and you kind of developed into a leader there at Notre Dame. I mean, over the years there, how did you kind of take that task on? Of you said you were there as a freshman and you were just a big kind of guy, and then as you go on, how do you kind of develop that skill into being a guy that is looked at to be a leader?
I definitely took notes from guys like Cameron Lewis-Moore and Manti Te'o, just seeing how they led my freshman year, and then trial and error. Leading up until my senior year, it was like I would pick and pry. I would try these little things to see if they work, and it just seemed to all just click my senior year.
Well, Sheldon Day's with us here, and you mentioned some of the players. Do you keep in touch with a lot of the Notre Dame guys who are now pros that have helped you through this process?
For sure. With the Notre Dame family, it's like you can reach out to anybody. You haven't talked to them in 2 years, but if you reach out to them, they're willing to help you like they just talked to you the other day. So I definitely reach out to guys like Bennett Jackson. We got guys like Harrison Smith, just those type of guys that reach out to them to see how they can help me through this process.
Yeah, being the captain on the team at Notre Dame, I want to ask you to kind of recreate your senior day. That was a very memorable for people who watch Notre Dame football when you played Wake Forest that day. The game almost seems secondary for you meeting your mom out there on the field.
Yeah, so me and my mom, we have a special bond, and that day was pretty much for her. She said that was her one thing going from my freshman year to my junior year. She said she wants to run to me on senior day, so I had to keep that promise to her. And she had this nice little handshake that we made up, and it was just, I don't know, it was a special moment. I'm glad that she got to experience it.
She didn't even let you get to midfield. It was like she came running at you as if you were like the tackling sled there.
Yeah, she definitely was full of energy.
Sheldon Day's with us here, an NFL draft prospect. We've been our continuing look at the NFL draft, just 17 days away. Very productive player, and obviously when you make that jump to the pros, what are some of the things that you are working on now? What are some of the things that you think you need to get better at to be a successful pro?
I would definitely say understanding the position that I play. It's always so much you can improve on, and I would just keep saying that I'm keep working towards my technique, my explosion, making sure that I'm the best player I can be.
Well, obviously, this is a very long, arduous process for you guys, from the bowl games and the senior bowls and the camps and the all of the different combines. 17 days away. Is it a surreal feeling that it's almost here, that you're going to find out where your career will begin?
I definitely say it is. My family's starting to get nervous and things like that, starting to get anxious and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm just enjoying the process. Most people didn't think I was going to get to this point, and I'm here, so I'm just thankful.
Well, it's a very deep class at that defensive tackle spot. We'll see where your name is called, Sheldon, and congratulations on getting this far, and we do appreciate a couple moments of your time.
Thank you.